Good morning from the National Weather Service office in Gaylord. Welcome to the latest hazardous weather briefing for eastern upper and northern lower Michigan. Today is Thursday, March 7th, 2013. A look at the current weather map finds quite a bit of light snow across much of northern Michigan this morning as a upper level weather disturbance moves through the Great Lakes region. That disturbance will move through this morning, and most of the snow should be ending around daybreak or so. Clouds associated with the system will hang around most of the day, however, and we'll probably see some off and on flurries, especially across eastern upper Michigan and the Straits region. But there is a ridge of high pressure off to our west, and that ridge builds in for Friday and will dominate our weather for a couple of days, so it looks like a fairly quiet period expected through the first half of the weekend. We will see some nuisance cloud issues continuing tonight and into Friday. But for the most part, from a hazards perspective, there isn't a whole lot to deal with until we get to the end of the weekend as another cold front moves in from the west. So here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. High pressure begins to shift off to the east, and we see our next cold front moving in from the west. And by Sunday, that will be on our doorstep with an area low pressure that develops along it. There'll be a nice push of southerly winds ahead of this cold front, so that's going to warm temperatures up and will cause some precipitation type forecast problems for the latter half of the weekend and into Monday. We will see precipitation probably fall as rain for the most part. There may be some snow mixed in, especially the farther north you go. Depending on surface temperatures and when that rain arrives, there could possibly be a little bit of freezing rain, but that's something we'll have to take a look at in the coming days to see sort of what kind of potential we have with that. But it does look like rain or some mixed precipitation expected to round out the weekend and to start the first part next week. Here's a 3-day precipitation total starting from 7 a.m. this morning and runs through 7 a.m. Sunday. And the precipitation depicted on this map will be associated with the cold front that is moving in for the end of the weekend. You see there's already a fair bit of precipitation even before that cold front approaches. So there'll be a nice band of rainfall and or mixed rain and snow that develops along that cold front later Saturday night and into Sunday. As I mentioned, we'll have to keep an eye on surface temperatures as that precipitation moves in, because that may have an impact on what type of precipitation falls as well. But in the near term, however, from a hazards perspective, not a whole lot to deal with. Fairly quiet today and or tonight through Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll see our next cold front moving in. And like I said, we'll be dealing with some potential precip type issues as that front moves in for the end of the weekend. That concludes this hazardous weather briefing for this morning. Thank you for listening in. The next update can be expected around 5 p.m. this afternoon.